for Paparazzi, and the one-on-one in the meantime for the mid lane between the OD and the Jug.
Looks like Vitality have taken up the wing strategy of never abandon your off lane.
Really though.
They're just not interested at all in ditching this. Always contest. The safe laner.
Like, just can I get in the lane and do Luna things? Farm up the frickin' CS? IG doing a nice job being very disruptive.
And Axe has returned to the bottom lane, realizing that top lane is not that safe for them when 3 heroes are there, and they have dual observer wards kind of playing over there. Super just waiting for Yang to overextend, but I don't actually know if they can kill him.
He goes for it, and then stops going for it. So
there's no way they can really kill him at this point. Morphling's range is just much too short to be able to really harass an Axe. And if you morph Agi, like a counter Helix is going to take off like a quarter of your HP.
mid lane, the OD versus Jug CS game. OD with 13 CS boy going against the Jug, who is scrapping it together at 9-3. It's pretty much expected based on the matchup right now, and there's no real outside interference happening. So they'll be left to their own devices. And just like last time, you know, Inflame is going to have to dip out from the lane. They'll leave dogfights there, and those kind of rotated in and out a bit. But Super back at bottom lane, we're going to have a bit more of an equal spread from IG in the laning phase. Just have to see how long they want to wait before Dogfight makes another go. Not going to wait too long.
Oh,
nice, I love that. Man. The kick back too. I mean, it does mean they won't have the stun, but when you're with a Batrider, it doesn't matter. More stacks are going to be coming in. FY steps in with the disruption. Then they get the stun on in July. Dogfight's just waiting. He's got another roll, but he's going to use it to roll back and away. They did force CYF to kind of go to his south, but cute little play right there by Dogfights.
Super. He's trying to kill a low HP X.
Oh my. Has he gone too far? Ghost is moving in.
Was really
Can he get the
far.
Astral? He's fast. Has to settle and opts to go for the Morphling instead. But we'll be able to pick up an Invis rune, it looks like, on the way back and through towards his mid lane. Nice grab by him, and obviously that information will be passed off.
Wait, did Juggernaut mean to die to neutrals? I'm not actually sure. The Centaur was at a lot of HP, so I suppose so.
Give him the benefit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like it.
Well, he gets back in his lane now. Ghost returns on the back of that Invis and welcomes him with a quick little imprisonment and gets back into his mid-CS grind. But we'll have to see how the new approach is going to be here from this top lane, because the Luna was falling quite a bit behind in the CS game here. Now is only matching up evenly with the Batrider.
That's getting big again, though.
Yep.
Like, he already has raindrops and tranks and a lot of small items, so he can just bully this lane about. And Luna can't just sit there and then sit there and farm. The supports can't just sit there and stack and reactively TP to the other lanes. They have to just constantly deal with this threat. Is he going to steal our stacks? Like, what is going on? Is he going to take the rune? Is he going to try and gank mid? Is he stacking up on his own? When's he going to come out with his Blink Dagger? Like, there's all of these things that they have to worry about when this Batrider is such an impending threat.
Deep in roll by Dogfights, gets him close enough to dish out the Boulder Smash, leads to a nice little Omni play, and Sakata's gonna get the grab and get the takedown of Ghost, but will they make it away with both their lives? Beautiful step in from Yang, it's gonna get the call onto 2, and that's gonna be your first dunk of the game. Quickly taken out in July, and they're looking for more. 9 seconds before a call will be there.
Is he ever gonna spin? Oh my goodness.
No, no spins.
Dude, that range creep was attacking him a few times. He just needed one spin.
Fortunately not gonna happen, not till it's too late, so. Skata's going to be able to make it back in a way here, but they still get the response play, and they get the kill for it. Gets Vici 2 kills now to match up against IG's 4, but
top tower is under attack.
still draws attention elsewhere, as that was really IG's first movement coming from the top lane and trying to add some pressure onto the OD.
Not completely unexpected though, because that's kind of exactly what they did the last game too. Around this time, it was like right around the.
Yeah, baby! Dunk that courier! And using the move speed, runs in and misses the call on Paparazzi. I don't even know couriers have that much blood. That was just disgusting. Nonetheless, a freebie there for Yang and a freebie, a bit of extra gold for the team. And uh-oh, they gotta be careful. They ping it out, but DDC is creeping in. And we'll plop down the ward. That might have been spotted. There is sentries here on Super. He could take care of it, and he did. A wonderful display of ward wars happening here.
Do you like that silencer set?
It's okay. Kind of looks like Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, they're going in. Another kickback for N. Disruption does come out from FY in July. After pulling back with the lasso, hoping to be able to burn through it, they'll get it done. Dogfights picks that one up. VG will have to take another hard hit, losing their Luna rather.
And that's why disruption is viewed as a soft counter. Like he got the disruption off on the lasso target, but you're still gonna die because you still get moved while you're disrupted. The only way it really works out is I think if you get the disruption off on the Bat Rider, but generally the Shadow Demons are gonna be too far back to be able to do that because they don't want to get lassoed themselves, and they're going for a roll. Next.
But now find themselves in a bit of a pickle. We'll get eaten with the stun. 3-man boulder smash for Dogfights on that one. But a little low on the mana department, so he's not going to be able to roll away, as In July is going to be having to fly out. Super's here now, and we'll begin to zone back End. And obviously End just being taken down is not going to try to overextend and risk losing another life. So chaos does continue here in the top lane, and I don't know who ends up being the real winner at the end of the day. I mean, In July still farming up pretty nicely here. It's getting closer to the drums being completed.
Killing Luna is always good.
And almost level 5 for your Earth Spirit too, so probably get that third point in the Boulder Smash, and the damage really begins to amplify up at that point.
Oh fun, replicate on the axe.
And quite an amazing replicate target to have. Ooh, I have a question actually. I don't mean to put a mechanics question, but if he replicates the OD, do you get the benefit of his Essence Aura?
I don't actually know. You do for some of them, but it's one of those like weird auras. It's not like a... I think anything with like a standard Warcraft 3 aura, you would.
Looks like they might get a 2 for none special here. Does IG, if they happen to lasso up and pull back. A great opportunity to pick out both. But here we go, a nice follow play could be here for VG Gaming. That is going to be the Astral into the call, into a missed dunk. Oh, he bricks on the rim. Dogfights rolls the hell out of there, but it's a bit of a panic roll to just get out and away. Leads it to another imprisonment In July. His buddy hanging around. Unfortunately, we'll have to find and see his comrade falling. But nonetheless, almost an opportunity to escape. Look how much attention and space is being drawn their way, though. Now with all hands on deck, they're looking to really make sure they get In July, put 6 feet under, and they'll do so. Lots of hate for the Bat Rider on that one.
Do not cross. That's the lesson that they're trying to give. Vitality, don't come into our jungle.
Yeah, I don't know. He's feeling a bit ambitious about trying to get some assistance there for the Earth Spirit. Dogfights was able to hold his own for a little bit, but I think it was a case lost. But
oh my goodness, they used scan.
And they got that bottom rune area.
And it didn't connect, despite him getting the rune.
Well, let's see here. Touching base with some of the cores here from IG. Does look like their morph has put together his Perseverance as he kind of moves into that cookie cutter Lincoln's build up. So we'll see him in about 20 minutes. Meanwhile, Jug mid lane under a bit of a Astral Imprisonment. I imagine is not going to be doing any sort of Battle Fury farm build-up, right? Looks like he's got Aquila on the way, but are we looking at a Yasha opportunity here so he could be a bit more of a fighter? I imagine is not going to be doing any sort of Battle Fury farm build-up, right?
More
Looks like he's got Aquila on the way, but
whenever it's an OD,
we're looking at a Yasha opportunity here so he can be a bit more of a fighter. I imagine is not going to be doing any sort of stun into Battle Fury farm build-up, right? He's got Aquila on the way, but
whenever it's an OD,
we're looking at a Yasha opportunity here so he can be a bit more of a win and get the KS. Fighter. I imagine is not going to be doing any sort of Battle Fury farm build-up, right? No dunk as he is silent, but he will still be able to get in range to get the job job done. Now forced to back out and away. Gets hit by the boulder smash though. Stunned out a bit. Eclipse gonna get popped here. And is looking to pursue lots of nukes onto Paparazzi, but he begins to flex all the gains and all the strength and simply shrugs it off. Not be able to make it away. +2 for Super on that intel. Bit of a long, hectic fight right there, and an Eclipse that really did nothing.
The Axe Illusion tanked way too much of it.
Yeah.
It tanked, I think, at least 2 of the beams.
Morph took at least 3 or 4 himself, but obviously was strength morph in his way.
Took 3 and the Illusion took 2.
Well, 10-5 now. IGV taking the net worth right back. It's not any sort of heavy-handed lead right now, but IG happy to take any sort of advancement while they have this kind of Morphling Jug lineup. It's happening up here in July, moving in, has the drums. He's looking to kind of get some use out of him here. Gets a pull back onto Ghost. Ghost has the haste, looks to chase. Dogfights helps to slow them down. He really wants to get this kill, and now he's just like, uh-oh, I went too far and gets locked in. Very awkward right now. Drops the Astral. This man's cursed. Just go for the deny. No, he's gonna run for it. Get that courier at least. Nope, he's gonna continue to run for it. And he'll die anyways. He should just went for the deny. Oh well. OD's gone. The Ghost is, well, a ghost. And we'll wait 30 seconds for his intimate return. But here we go, we got some stack gain happening here. Vici Gaming's FY has been able to build a couple of ancient stacks for the Luna to bring in soon enough. She's got what looks like the makings for eventual SMY or something. Ogre Club in hand and a couple of bands of Elfskin.
Lance.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, how can I forget? Lance. Lance on Luna. Is that the best build now?
Yeah.
Stats and range, yeah.
Agi is really good on her. Attack speed's good. And she is a short range hero.
Fair enough. I see your case.
It's just an alternative to the Yasha Rush that you see because it gives you a lot more HP.
Oh, blink in. It's going to get in July, but a good quick stun does come out, and the follow-up global. And here comes the turnaround from IG now. Will Vitality be able to get it done here? Astral could save the axe temporarily, but the damage is already there, and they're going to be able to get the finish. Ghost going down next, makes it 2. The Magnetize begins to go on in, but this is End's time. Moves in with the Eclipse, but it's going to be completely mitigated within the team itself. And now he could be next to go down. Super in the meantime will be able to get the finish onto DDC, and to make it 4. Could be end here and now. Oh, I love it. The disrespect, kicking the ass right there at the end. That's how you do it, Dogfights. This guy is winning over my heart with his Earth Spirit, that's for sure.
The Silencer's been playing so well in these fights. He's just doing incredible amounts of damage with his level. For Arcane Curse and earning people up at the same time. In this game, the Morphling is a lot more involved than the last game. Like even like the TP mid for the Rubber Kid, he's been involved in 7 kills. You said we wouldn't see him in 20, but it's only been I think 10 since you said that, and he's like very active.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, was that the first global of the game too? I mean,
yeah,
it was very clutch. So came at the right time.
They were waiting for that game to happen.
Making a move for Dogfights here. They get him purged up and stacked up with a couple of poison shots. He simply rolls out and away here, but after he gets the boulder smash off, they're going to catch him with an Astral Imprisonment, and it looks like that should be able to do it. A dunk at the end will seal the deal by Yang. But Dogfight's pretty much continuing to make his big impression here. Very flustering for Vici. So, I mean, what do you think for Vici Gaming now that Global's on cooldown and they're just taking down the Earth Spirit? Is this any sort of timing window for them to be able to kind of go on the move? No Omni, no Global.
One fight's not going to change that much for them. It's not like I highly doubt that they're going to like team fight. And wipe them because of all their defensive capabilities, like the Juggernaut with the spin and the Morphling with the morph and waveform route, I don't think they're going to take heavy losses if they smoke right now. I think they need to think a little bit longer term and how they want to tackle this really farmed morphling, because they don't have any ways to stop him from morphing. They don't have any sort of silence on their team. So what that means is, I don't know, maybe they need an Orchid perhaps to stop him from morphing, or else this morphling is just going to be like unstoppable. And then once he gets the Lincolns, like the Shadow Demon is generally like decent versus the morphling, but like he has Lincolns and Ghost in 16 minutes, and then once he gets to the EB, like the Shadow Demon can't do anything.
Yeah, they're going to see some serious shotgun one-shots here coming out. That's going to be the case. I don't think Orchid is too far-fetched. If the OD wanted to go for him, and we saw Sumail get it yesterday, if it's situational and deserves it, but
it's hard because he's already so farmed.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Jump in, lasso, follow up global.
But only on a disruption illusion.
Not going to be good enough.
Well played, FY.
So unfortunately, for IG, not looking for the prime target. That's going to be 2 ultis cost, and now VG Gaming feel confident to make the move in, as there was no quick retreat here from IG. The jump is going to be had onto Sakata. He goes right for the Omni, and then boom, is going to be able to get the response. Yang's going to be going down. That's going to be the magnetize, and that's going to be the sweep on forward. Yang for the buyback now, but they've already lost Ghost. Eclipse already being expended right now. Yang on the return though. Nice catch with the 2-man call. Gets the dunk right away and looking to get the grab onto Angel Eye. We'll do it. Making a 2-fer there for Yang. Nice double dunk. Paparazzi though, looking to be the final man standing, is going to be able to get the shot onto Luna, and this could turn into technically a 6-man wipe if they can get Yang second life, and it looks like they may. Slowly running away, withered, intelligence pouring out. Where can you go? Nowhere. Dominating now.
They're going to have intel issues pretty soon. This silencer has 30 intel.
What the hell? Oh my god, 30?
Yeah, 30.
Who's the real doofus right now that's going to be on VG Gaming
As
team?
if Ogre wasn't dumb enough.
Oh man.
They had everyone got the base mana buff not that long ago. So I mean, they'll still have mana to cast his spells. It's just like more so that he hasn't died this game and that he's actually hitting very hard at this point with his glaives. So with his glaives, he does like 170-ish damage, 180 even.
It's going for mech though, but whatever. I mean, with that much intel, I thought he'd be smarter than that, but he's getting the mech, so his team will definitely have a lot of sustain and 5-man.
They need to prevent the first coal from going off. They need to survive the eclipse. That's what the hood is for. That's what the mech is for. I think they have this, they have this in the bag. It's getting close to that point where all their teamfight items, as long as, like, barring any mega throws from Morphling, who's been playing incredibly well this game, it's going to be very hard. There's no like real good comeback mechanic from Vici. They're not going to get pickoffs on Morphling because they don't have any lockdown. They're not going to get Roche because they don't have the Slaughter on the team this game, and they don't have a really good Roche lineup at all. They don't have the Midas on Ghost this game, so they don't have the late game items flowing in. And their avenue for comeback was pretty much just getting a lot of kills with the Blink Dagger on the Axe, but that hasn't really yielded too much for them.
So it sounds like VG Gaming are stuck in one hell of a run right now. Not really
oh, they are
itemized appropriately to be able to kind of...
They don't have any money to itemize anyway.
So they have... They're poor.
You can't itemize poorly if you're poor. You're just poor.
They're just poor. And IGV are rolling in. They got a big old shotgun. And they're looking to just do work. Tier 2 goes down. And it's desperation mode, I imagine, here for VG Gaming. Let's see what desperation mode means to them.
This is actually very similar to last game, except the carry player, I think, is being a lot more active. Like, their safe lane was just, like, kind of ruined by the Bat Rider plus a couple of heroes coming in.
All right. Is that tempting enough for them to jump on for Yang? It doesn't look like it. They'll get the blink out, back into the disruption. Still rolling in though, Angel Eye thinking about making a move. They actually commit the global as well. An Eclipse on the other side, a shotgun blast, and suddenly Luna is dead and gone. 40 seconds, no buyback. Sakata sweeping in as the secondary, looking to go for Ghost, and he's also going to be taken out. 40 seconds, no buyback. 2 picks on both cores, just like that, right outside the front door.
That global silence timing was perfect too. like right as they were about to initiate on the Batrider, and then they had to all retreat, and they just got blown up by the Omni and the...
Oh, God, these supports don't even stand a chance. This one, I mean, let's just go to game number 3, and we will. Very emphatic win there for IG. Looking to kind of make up for game number 1.
Paparazzi freaking destroyed this game.
Well, he had the free lane. You know,
Yeah.
X go to the jungle, he did his thing, but yeah, I will say, like you mentioned...
It wasn't a free lane, it wasn't just a one-on-one versus the Axe.
I mean...
Yeah, it was. He came after he died. It was like level 3, it was like 3 minutes of free time.
He did start being a part of the team a lot sooner than he was expecting any Morphling.
The mid fight, like he did a lot. He had a couple of waveforms in the replicate tank too. Like I really like the way that he played this game.
Oh, my Dota crashed. I was hoping to look at some of the stats. Sorry, guys. Looks like I'll have to refire it up. But nonetheless, yeah, very strong performance for IGV, and I don't know what that means for us for game number 3. I mean,
I was thinking about the first pick sniper. It just sounds so ridiculous.
Do they go back to that
so
again?
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to get my Dota back up again, guys. We'll cut to a small break. When we return, though, it will be game number 3 of Vici Gaming versus IG Vitality. Should be a doozy. I'm Kyle Guy, that's Ben, and we'll see you soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for more of the Mars TV Dota 2 League. It's game number 3 of VG Gaming going against IG Vitality in the group stage here. And I am Coddle Guy back with Ben Merlini Wu. Here we go, Ben. Off into another game, another first Bat Rider pickup. Will the response be
Shadow Demon?
a Jug Shadow Demon? Yes, it will.
Radiant team pick.
Finally, they deal with a hero that is innately good versus the Bat Rider, not one that relies on a support to help him or her out versus the Bat. So this was one of their big flaws. I think even in game 1, the one that they won, I still think the OD was vulnerable versus the Bat Rider. Like the Bat Rider, I think is just really good versus the big black flying bird.
Do you think Bat Rider still warrants like this kind of first pick?
Dude, that hero is just really good.
Because only in China I see it still first picked. Like they really, really favor it. Everywhere else it's like Shadow Demon, Faceless Void, Elder Titan. You know, all those still. Oracle definitely sees a bit more play. Straight to Kunkka, but you know they always opt for Bat Rider. They always pick Bat Rider here, but they never ban it.
He's just super reliable, and any skill that displaces is always going to be strong. So I think that they also like run him very flexibly too. Like they run multiple heroes in the off lane to support him, or they put him in a one-on-one matchup where he does well. They can go Blink Dagger early, or you can go the more tankier Drums build, so you get more Firefly damage off, and you don't have to worry about your lasso being broken by the Shadow Demon. Like it's just overall a very good opener. Like they don't mind having Bat Rider on their team ever.
Radiant team ban.
They never have too. They always pick Bat Rider first phase. Just any patch. It's just interesting to me to see based on like the week before this, all the casting I've done, and here they're just always get the first pick.
They always like their consistency. That's one of the signs of a Chinese team. They don't really go with super risky position ones. I think like occasionally you'll see riskier ones, like I guess like Ursa. I think I don't even think that's risky, but I guess yeah. But overall, that's kind of just been their trend. Super solid, reliable, not like. We were just talking last game about the bottom support versus like something like the Earth Spirit, who can offer a lot more in the team fight.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't put it past IGV. They definitely have this trend of we'll go with what has worked and we will keep picking it up and going with it. Bat Rider, Earth Spirit, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know.
I say consistent, but then they ran Sniper first phase.
That's true. I don't know. We haven't seen it since, so maybe they were just doing
they've run it before though. It's a thing.
I know. Well, you know, it's like the Wings thing. Wings said that when they ran Pudge, it was always like the first game of something big, like where it was the first game of TI or the first game of being on the main stage or first game of in the grand final. They would run a Pudge because they felt like it just kind of loosened them up a bit. And if they got the win, it's like, it's great. But they did a Pudge because it's like, it's a Pudge game, guys. That's according to them. So I don't know if that's how other teams like to see these kind of opportunities or not, but. Nonetheless, no Pudge here, and we'll have to see if the Sniper was just a bit of a feel-out for IG, and they're secretly going to try to walk away with the game 2 and 3 pullback.
Bat Rider is also very fun to play, too. You mentioned fun. Like, Bat Rider is a super fun offlaner. I don't really think you mind playing him like 100 games in a row if you had to choose one offlaner to play. He's a very high skill cap, and I think every time you play the hero, you feel like you're still learning more. And you mentioned last game, the Nyx is a counter to Bat Rider. They will opt for it, so... Like 3 heroes that are all pretty darn good versus the Bat Rider.
You know what's better than that though? 4. Let's just get 4 and get 5. And if there's maybe so much hate on in July, that would be good enough.
Venge, I suppose.
Venge carry and
5 seconds remaining.
The Nyx is Seer Spirit. Obviously, Magnetize provides a free opportunity to get off. And you can see Boulder Smash is so slow moving. Definitely
the
easily
instant silence though is really good versus the Nyx.
It's not instant. It's pretty close to instant.
Is it instant? It's instant.
You have to drop the rock and then pull it through.
But there's no cast point, so you can theoretically do it almost instantaneous.
It's still like depends on if they have quick cast or not. It could be 2 clicks, could be 4.
But
it's not as
I view anything as instant. Like Nyx's stun is not instant. His impale, because there's always going to be a cast point. So that's something that I view as not instant. Anything with 0 cast point, I view as pretty much instant, which is Earth Spirit's.
It does require like you have to drop the rock first, though. Is what I'm getting at. Like
but it's
not like casting silence. There's silence. It's like you got to cast the remnant and then cast the.
Theoretically, Blink Lasso is not quote unquote not instantaneous, but there's no cast point on Lasso, and there's no cast point on Blink. So I've also viewed that as instantaneous, despite it requiring 2 clicks or 2 different abilities.
But if Earth Spirit's using a silence on Nyx, then something may be wrong. I don't know. I guess given the opportunity.
Yeah, they have 2 good heroes versus the Nyx. And the Slark, I think, is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Very good versus the Juggernaut. Like, I don't view it as a hard counter, even as a soft counter, but it's just always nice to have. You're not very vulnerable to the Omni Slash because you always have your Shadow Dance, and like Juggernauts are also like very sticky. I want to say in fights, like they're alive. They're always healing, magic immune, and it's a very good hero to steal a lot of stats off of. And the Nyx assassin, you don't really care about the Carapace because you just Dark Pact it off.
Silencer.
Dude,
Yeah.
Silencer.
We get it. All right, we get it, dude. I mean, I don't fault them for going back. This is, again, more so of the trend line. It worked for us before. Let's get it again. But it still works great here. Silence is wonderful. I mean, that's like the Achilles heel of Timbersaw, for God's sake.
And Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, I
Yeah.
think, is very vulnerable to
10
Silencer because
seconds
what you want to
remaining.
do as a Shadow Demon, you just want to chill in the back, like throw some Shadow Poisons, and then if someone
5
gets in a sticky
seconds
situation,
remaining.
you disrupt. But the good Silencers will just global silence right as they think the Shadow Demon is about to disrupt. Also, if you get an
Reserve
Arcane
time.
Curse on a Shadow Demon, he can't spam Poison. He's just going to take way more damage than he's dishing out, and that's not going to be worth it for him. And Shadow Demons also do not build the anti-silencer items. They don't build Yules, and they don't build Greaves, and they don't build Lotus. So without any of those 3 items, you're just useless for the entirety of Global Silence, unless someone uses a Lotus on you, but no one's going to really do
What's a Lotus? A Shadow Demon,
Or
right?
BKB. Yeah, no one's got
Timber's like, that's my Lotus. I'm going to Lotus myself.
Yeah.
Well, so tough time for the Shadow Demon if he gets on the bad end of a global. And I'm sure with VG Gaming's 5th pick, what looks like could be potentially their secondary support. That's where it gets awkward. And I was saying before about the where you might want to savor that 5th pick. Now committing with both of their cores, you know, you
it could
can't
always
get like
be
a counter silencer.
Could be Nyx support.
I guess
Run it Liquid style.
we'll see. Because I don't know what else you would get there to plug
10
in
seconds
to help you against
remaining.
anything global related, but we'll have to see. Final ban is going to
5
be
seconds
the
remaining.
Death Prophet. We don't get to see a lot of Death Prophet too often here, but nonetheless, I guess fearing the extra silence, fearing
Reserve
the
time.
push momentum, fearing the, I don't know, heavy-handed matchup. I guess it could be against a Timbersaw mid or Jug mid. I don't know. I guess VG definitely have flexibility between what they want to do with this Jug, Timber, and then that 5th pick.
Radiant team pick.
Because I would imagine you don't want to put the Timber in too much trouble in his off lane. Slark would be there.
Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight. Kind of fits the same profile as
Dire
a
team
Death Prophet.
pick.
Kind of bunker down in the mid lane, has the power of the Dragon's Blood to survive and be a tonk, and then be able to kind of outmuscle the lane. Let's say Vici Gaming's mid laner gets a bit too rambunctious roaming about, he'll just pop the ulti and look to take down the tower
10
and,
seconds
you
remaining.
know, push the objective game a bit. Insta-stun as well.
5
I know you were just going off
seconds
about your
remaining.
insta-cast time, so at least they have that kind of insta-stun lockdown to stop a heavy mobile Jug or Timbersaw or
Reserve
such.
time.
Yeah.
With a Blink Dagger, that'd be nice.
It's not viewed as a good matchup versus Timbersaw, though.
No,
However,
certainly not.
And that is the one biggest glittering weakness of IG Vitality's line. I was looking at their line, I was like, why would they ban the DP and then pick Dragon Knight? It's because they don't have any heroes that can hit towers.